Hi, good morning, campers. We had so much fun last night beating up on Blantons. I want to do it again. This time, though, I've included a few that I'm pretty sure Blantons can outdo because Blantons wouldn't be Blantons if it didn't have some fans. So, put it made it midway of my blind last night. It did beat out Four Roses Small Batch and Clyde Mays. The 92 proof bourbon. Whereas there were four more that placed above it, namely the Bardstown Entry Level Origin Series and Buffalo Trace, which I called that. Got a few in here that I've never opened before. I know this is going to sound terrible, but I've never actually tried Elijah Craig. I've had that bottle for a while, meaning to open it, try it out. A lot of people talk it up, and I've never tried this guy either. The 13th Colony. So what we're looking for is bourbons along the same proof point, 90-ish, as Blantons, that are either around the same money or less, in some cases, much less. Much less. Actually, much less. Much less. Overpriced son of a bitch. I'm sorry. I think, so we're going off of what I can get this a distillery for on Blanton's Day, and I believe it's around $58, $59. Maybe it's more. I don't know. But we're going to say it's about $60. This I gave just under 54 there, and I've picked up Eagle Rare. I mean, I got one at the distillery for cheap. So, and I prefer, I've called this too, Eagle Rare over, oh, you know what? We left one out that we've got in the blind there. I prefer this guy for sure over Blanton's as well as Eagle Rare. And I'm calling that it's these two are going to do better than Blanton's. So here's Blanton's chance to prove me wrong. That being said, we're going to head into this. I would, however, like to open the palate with just a little sippy sip of something, just to get the motor running, so to speak. Here, since you're the star of the show, we'll put you out here. I got to build a bigger bar, and this is always the hard part for me because I wanna stay in the groove of, you know what? Where's my open Buffalo Trace? Let's just do that. We'll just we know we like it. It did well last night. Actually, it did very well. I'm trying to remember what won. It wasn't Buffalo Trace. Oh, it was Michter's Bourbon. Michter's Bourbon, then Buffalo Trace, then Bardstown. Blade and Bow also was just one place away above Blantons. Gosh, I had it last night. This is an unorganized mess. I thought things would be better with this bar back here, but it's actually made things a little worse for me. Because, oh, I'm blind. So we'll open up the palate with a little bit of Buffalo Trace. Just a touch. Let's see if I pick up the same stuff as I was last night. Yeah, it still smells the same. I get fruit and caramel and a little bit of spice on the end. And that fruit To me, I pick up cherries. Yeah. Yeah. Buffalo Trace is a pretty good pour for a $30 bottle for sure. Faux show. All right. Now, before we dive in, though, let's do a little investigating. So like I said, some of these I'm unfamiliar with. Elijah Craig, it's a Heaven Hill product. Um, 94 proof. First to char oak barrels. Elijah Craig, father of bourbon. All right. Well, we'll find out. Everybody knows this guy. Green River. I like Green River, 90 proofer. This is the weeded. I was going to put the bourbon in, but I think I like the weeder a little better. Of course, Weller, Makers, Jefferson's. 13th Colony, I'm not super familiar with, and I picked this up when everybody was just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about this.
I'll mail myself someplace where there's nothing to make me go cuckoo for my favorite cereal. Delicious, munchy, crunchy, chocolatey Cocoa Puffs. It's part of this good, nutritious breakfast.
Cocoa Puffs mail call. Special delivery postcards for Sonny.
He's not in.
They say, Puff, Puff, Cocoa Puffs. Chocolate tasting Cocoa Puffs. Munchy, crunchy, chocolatey.
Cocoa Puffs! Yahoo! I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! Boy, did I get the message.
Georgia. Okay, well, so it's sourced. Looks to be 95 proof. I accidentally left this guy out of our 1792 Barton tasting. I don't know why. It's solid. Okay, before we go any further, I've got Angel's Envy in here. It's 86.6 proof, so it's a little light on the proof, but it's close. Port barrel finish. Port wine barrels, yes. We're just going to give it a shot. I've got the old 86 Old Forester in here just to say we did. So, because honestly, Old Forester has stuff around that 92 or 90 proof mark that we've got the 1870. We got the 1910's it's a double oak. We don't want to do that. We could have put the 1970 in there. I'm sorry, the 1870. But we're going to go with the we could have put the Statesman in there. That's 95. I wasn't thinking. I should have done one of those things. I should have put the 1870 or the Statesman in. Instead, I put the bottom barrel. Let's just see how she does, because it's, for $20, that's not a bad pour. Then we've got this guy. Now, I've heard only rumors. I can't prove it. 92 proof, port barrel finished, Isaac Bowman. I have heard that this is Blanton's juice, and it's shipped up to Fredericksburg, Virginia. And that's where it's finished, possibly aged, but I don't know that for certain. I like this. I think of course, I like a port barrel finish. But I wanted to put this in here because if the rumor is that this is that juice, that's the big reason I put that in here. Just short story. longer than it needs to be. That's what I did. So, actually, this is going to be a little rough. I'm going to have to put all of these back here because I don't have room to do our little choo-choo if I leave all these up there. So, that being said, seriously, that being said. All right. All right. Get George ready. Get you opened up. All right, let's start the race. I don't know how this got so big. It just kind of got out of hand. That's got a nice nose. It's sugary, caramel, little grains, little ethanol. Little char, little oak anyway. This one hangs on for a while. So, it doesn't feel very thick, and yet the finish stays in there for a minute. I don't dislike it. That's actually a decent little pour. That's interesting. It's I really want to know what that is. Oh, this one, I'm getting dark fruit, barrel char, maybe not. Now it's just ethanol. I thought I was getting all kinds of cool stuff, and then it just kind of turned into whiskey. Oh, that's sweet corn, little fruit. It's a bit thicker than the last one, I think, but it gets a little bitter to the finish. I'm putting him behind. Putting him behind. I'm not really getting anything special off that one, to be honest with you. Let's see how she tastes. Oh, that's thick. And dark fruit. Serious dark fruit. And it turns into a little, there's a dryness on the end, which makes me wonder if this is one of the port barrel finished. That's pretty good. We're going to put him in first place for now. Scooby-Doo, we got a lot of work to do. That's got a little floral scent to it. Almost a perfume, but there's some caramel in there too. Nice, thick. Man, I'm almost getting a Rebel vibe off that. Little like that sweet corn note. That's pretty good. We're going to put him tied for second for now. See how things go. Just see how things go. That one smells sweet. A little kick towards the end. A little caramel. Nothing crazy. Dark fruit. And then the finish just kind of falls off a cliff. It is good. It's very sweet. Almost nectar-like. Right now, fourth place. You know, I may end up looking stupid tonight. I may be going to the well too many times. I'm going to feel kind of stupid if, Blantons takes out the Weller Special Reserve, which is a go-to, and the Eagle Rare, which let's just say I'm a fan of. But hey, that's what blinds are for. They keep you honest. They let you know what you really like. That starts out sweet and thicker than I thought it would be. Then it gets a little bitter and kind of stays bitter. Tied for fourth as of right now. We'll come back and do a tiebreaker. Ooh, it's a lot of pours. I don't know how accurate I can be doing this many, but sure is fucking fun. Oh, that smells like apples. Apples and ethanol. Oh, that's very thick, fruity. Turns a little bitter towards the mid palate, but it's not nasty bitter. It's just kind of a little ooh. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It's probably the fucking Old Forester. But we're gonna put it up there tied for, we're gonna say third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As of right now. That's kind of weak. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It's just not what I'm getting off these others. It's thicker than I thought it would be. And it just kind of falls off. Last place. Oh, now there's something different. I'm getting a bread and a little sweet kick. That's pretty cool. It's not bad. With that nose, I was really, now I'm getting a little bit of a medicinal spell with that bread too, but like aspirin. There's a little dark fruit in there. I don't dislike that. I was getting ready to shit on it, but it's not bad. I'll put him up here for now. All right. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm getting a little bit of oak in there. And some caramel, vanilla. Very strong. But the palate's kind of weak. The nose is great. The nose is awesome, and the palate's just not there. And then it gets bitter. I hope that's not the fucking Eagle Rare. I'm gonna fucking look so stupid. That's the Eagle Rare. No, I said I wasn't gonna do that. I was getting ready to say I'm not gonna air this video, but you know what? It's our mistakes that make us who we are. I'm not really picking up much on that, except a little graham cracker maybe, and ethanol. So it's thicker than I thought it was going to be. Hold on. No. I don't like that. Last place. It turns very bitter. I thought it stays bitter because the finish, it's thick and it stays on your tongue, but I don't like what's there. Because the finish is just so bitter, just tanniny. I don't care for that. It's probably my fucking Eagle Rare. That would make sense. Actually, it would make sense. I don't remember getting a bitter note on Eagle Rare because I was just so goddamn happy to be having Eagle Rare. But it is 10 years old. Yeah. I don't recall not liking it though. It was good up to the finish, and then it was. I don't know. Dark fruits and brown sugar. It's a caramel, little vanilla. This is nice. It's probably just above those three. All right. So now we got to figure out who wins between these, and these. And if that was really as good as I thought it was when I started out. No, it's not. It's more like back here. Okay. Now these two. There. Yeah, I like that. I might like it a little better than that. Yeah. This is number one. One, two, three. I guess I'm just going to taste them all again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's figure these out. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tied for fifth place are these three. No. No, that just tastes weak. We want that one up there. All right. Final answer. In last place. in last place is the Jefferson Ocean Voyage 28. No big surprise there. Although, the fact that I like Old Forester 86 proof more than that overpriced bottle says a lot. This also makes sense because I'm not a giant fan of theirs. I like them, respect them, not a huge fan. There it is. Respectable, though. Respectable that the Old Forester 86 is above this expensive, ridiculous monstrosity, which just this one. I've had other voyages that were very tasty. I like the very old, and I like their entry level a lot. I just don't like this one. Jefferson's has some good stuff. I was very disappointed. I was excited to buy this, and I was very disappointed, and that makes sense. The hell does that say? Okay. I'll buy that. $17.92 small batch. Makes sense. All right. Respectable place there. 13th Colony. All right. Followed up by the Green River Weeded. You know, for $30-ish, that's a good bottle. That's a good bottle. I kind of shit on it in a run, but it was completely outclassed. I think it shined here. I think it has shined here. Figure out what the hell that is. Oh, the Isaac Bowman. All right, well, we have 5 left. And we still haven't pulled the Blantons out yet. So, but we just did. So Blantons in, how do we want to do this? Blantons in 5th place. It did okay then. It did okay. That means there's only 4 choices among this blind that I prefer over Blantons. So this was close. This was very close. Okay. Hey. And there's no shockers here. There's no big, oh my God, I can't believe. That is a bit of a shocker, though. Of course, I've never had it before. Let's see, Elijah Craig, 94 proof. I'm saying I prefer over Blantons. Interesting. Oh, that. Really? Really? Okay. Hey, blinds don't lie. Oh my God. Okay. Which means yeah, that is good. Lower end and proof too. And just crept by my Weller Special Reserve and my Eagle Rare. That was a close race between those three, though. I gotta say that. That was neck and neck there. But that's the one I picked. I'll be damned. So Blantons, fifth place. Neck and neck with the Isaac Bowman, though. Last place, Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 28. No big shocker there. I probably should have put the very old because I actually like that pour, or even just the Jeffersons, the $30 bottle. Um, hmm. Also, very interesting to me that I picked the Weller over the Eagle Rare. Of course, those are. I know somebody's going to say, as soon as I say these words, somebody's going to say, "No, they're not." But I'm about to say it. They are somewhat similar. No, they're not. I can hear it now. Jesus, I can hear it. What are you, insane? Yeah. I will say I didn't know I was going to like the juice in this bottle, but I've always liked this bottle. I think it's beautiful. Um, when Angie and I went to Kentucky, we visited the Angel's Envy distillery, and she she loaded up on some swag there. She got a really cool hoodie with the angel wings. It was badass. It's a cool store. Um, and there's a baseball diamond, like a. I'm assuming it's for a AAA team. I don't know what one. Right across the street. If you get a chance to go to Louisville, do it, man. Louisville's awesome. Kentucky's awesome. You don't necessarily have to do the Bourbon Trail to have a good time. We went downtown Louisville, and there was a damn rock concert. There's people on stage. When we first walked up there, they were covering a Poison song. I don't remember. Was it what? Your Mama Don't Dance? I don't know. I don't know. It was a Poison song. Of course, Poison covered that one from somebody else too. And then they were doing Def Leppard. It was cool. We got to see two cowboys kiss. Um, I mean, straight Brokeback Mountain. Uh, good for them. Good for them. But yeah, Louisville was a cool town. There was lots to do, lots to see, great food, amazing food. I discovered one of the best mixed drinks I've ever had. It was called a Ethan Almighty. Um, I have put my own spin on it, and I call it an Evan Almighty. But it's 100 proof Old Forester, sweet tea, simple syrup, and mint garnished with a piece of bacon. Now, I go a step further and I also put a shot of Old Forester mint julep in there. Actually, a couple shots, just to give it a little more mint. Um, that's my Evan instead of Ethan. Um, I have an Evan and an Ethan. Sorry, Ethan. You're a big boy. You'll be fine. But anywho, that was a good drink. I had a couple of those with dinner one night and stumbled back to the hotel. It was a good time though. If you get the chance, there's things I want to do differently when I go back. Um, Apparently, you can stay in a barrel. Didn't know that. Well, I did know that, but they were booked. Um, yeah, good times. Angels Envy 1. Hey, oh, by the way, if you haven't already, go ahead and tongue punch that like button in the fart box and subscribe. That'd be fucking cool if you did that. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I appreciate you that have taken the time to subscribe. Sure like to have more. But yeah, really appreciate those of you that take the time to hit that like button and subscribe. Super appreciate. And if you have comments, even if they're negative, I try to answer or at least hit some love on it. I read every comment, good or bad. But yeah, if you've got a complaint, if you've got a hey, you can do this better, you can, or just hey, you want to tell me I suck, go ahead. If you want to tell me I'm doing a good job, do that too. I love positive reinforcement. Yeah, but yeah, man, just be a part of it. Take the time to be a part of it, and I appreciate it. Those of you that do. I wish I had written down some of the folks that are really awesome about that because my memory is just crap these days. Uh, I've got a subscriber from Michigan, and I want to say his name's Norman Porter.
Donald.
Super guy, always right there with the comments, questions. Always got some love for me, so I got some love for him. Next video, I will remember your name, and I will try to tag you in the next video too, brother. Good luck surviving winter up in Michigan. I don't know how you guys do it up there. I complain about Missouri winters because we have Alaska and southern Mississippi for our seasons because it's wet and hot and cold as fuck. But I couldn't survive Michigan. So bless you for all you go through. That being said, I think we've accomplished what we were looking for here tonight. That Blantons is middle of the road bourbon. That there is better stuff for less money that's easier to get your hands on. You can buy this everywhere. You can buy this everywhere. You can get this a lot of places, especially if you live in Oklahoma. You go down to Oklahoma, they're trying to give this stuff away. I found a bottle of this in Carrollton, Missouri for $38. That's and Georgia and Tennessee, that's the land of Eagle Rare. It's falling off the shelves. They can't get rid of this stuff. And this, I mean, drop into your local Total Wine. It's right there, as same as this. And they were right up Blanton's ass, man. Wasn't a particularly bad pour in this run. I mean, we know Old Forester 86 is what it is. Maker's Mark is what it is. If you're Lemmy, it's the best thing on earth. I think Jefferson's has a quality product. It's just not this one in Voyage 28. Surprised on the 13th Colony as well. I've never had that before. And it was meh. So I don't know what the fuss was about. Because, I mean, it's in between these two. To me, that's me. It may not be you. Give it a shot. Get a pour of it somewhere. I love going into those bars. That's the cool thing about Louisville, too. You go into liquor stores like Evergreens. You can buy pours right there in the liquor store, man. You sit there, bullshit with the bartender, talk about, well, bourbon, and get pours at reasonable prices. Also, oh man, I forgot about this. The Brown Hotel. Go to the Brown Hotel and get a hot brown. It's a turkey sandwich, baked turkey sandwich with tomatoes covered in cheese. My mouth just started watering talking about it. That's how friggin' good it is. Um, I if money wasn't an option, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm blessed to have such a great job with great people that I work with. Truly, you hear it all the time. People bullshit about we're family here. You know what? We are. We are. It's friends and family that I have adopted and have adopted my goofy ass that I'm truly blessed with. And if I could take all those people with me to Kentucky and just move there, I would. Because, oh man, Kentucky was awesome. I'll that's heaven to me. That's heaven to me. Some people need the ocean. Some people need mountains. I mean, some people need a desert. My good friend, my brother, Manoa Harbottle, he moved to Phoenix. Loves it. Loves the desert. He is a desert rat, man. Who'd have thought that he what is Manoa? Half Hawaiian? Yeah, you'd think he'd dehydrate down there. No, he has flourished. He has blossomed. Trail rides, Diamondbacks games. They got the Cardinals football. There's just so much to do down there, and he just absolutely loves it. Some people need the desert, and that's great. If you're in off-roading and all that stuff, super. Give me Kentucky. Give me Kentucky. Rolling hills, just green as far as the eye can see, and fucking bourbon just flowing like wine. Yeah. The cost of living's not bad down there. You know what? Fuck it. I'm moving to Kentucky. I said it. I'm moving to Kentucky. That being said, thanks for playing, y'all.